Yeah, cruising in the ocean with my fellas, waving at the shore, we got all them people jealous. They see that we shining from way over yonder. Gotta thank my father, my sponsor, for putting me on board and also giving me the capability to live life with no fear, create buzz with no beer. God is the reason why I live like this. Now everybody hating me, now I feel like Chris. Working out, eating right, now I look like this. Phone filled with different numbers, now my ex all pissed. Now I'm playing, she don't care cause she move like this. Man, I ain't hating cause she bad, man, we all ruthless. Man, I got money in my pocket, diamonds on my pinky and that.
Yeah, journal of my journey. My sister just called me. That's something that I gotta consider. When am I going to re-release all the old gospel rap joints that I got? Are those ever going to be put on the new platform that I'm on? What's it called? United Gospel. I don't think they're talking. My phone was up. I want to hear all that. But am I going to re-release any of that stuff? You're talking about the birth of me. That's the first part that I ever put together. My father's song. That's definitely coming out on Father's Day. No debate. Um, I'm on fire this year. That album. Um, Grown Man Status. 12 Rounds. Biography of Greg McNeil. All of that stuff. And that stuff gonna come back out. Are we gonna re-release it? My question is. My answer to that is. If anybody has a clean copy, if anybody has a clean copy, we can definitely, I could definitely upload it. If anybody got a clean copy, everybody that has a copy of that music with all those CDs, all them CDs are scratched up. Every single joint scratched up. Nobody got clear cut, good joints. Everything is scratched up. So that's the hard part. Is whatever I have on my hard drive, if it's old and stuff like that, we'll go that route. But 10 times out of 10, I don't have that stuff. I think my mom might have a lot of my CDs, but I think her CDs are scratched up. My cousin Patrick, I think he said he got a lot of my joints. I think his stuff is scratched up. So I'm about to go on Amazon and buy that CD scratcher thing so I can clear the back of the CDs so they can play through so I can actually rip them off of CDs and put them on the computer so I can actually have copies of them. Um, yeah, man, but yeah, that's what we working on right now. But she asked that, and it's funny because when she asked that, when you think of when you think of things that you do on a daily basis, right? You think of the stuff that everybody wants you to forget the past and move on to the present and live on to the future. But there were so many things that you did in your past that you might need to go back to. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that we have done in our past, a lot of things that we've been through in our past. There's a lot of great things that we've been through. Life was great in our past. Our present, a lot of our present isn't as good as our past was. So where did we drop the ball at so we can get back to that and get back in the swing? Because right now, it doesn't make sense on why our past is better than our present. But people be so quick to tell us, let the past be the past. I'm like, yeah, but a lot of our past is better than our present. So a lot of times, whatever we did in the past, we need to get back to that. Why are y'all telling us, let the past be the past, when the past was actually the reason why you was lit? The things that you did in the past, your confidence, your music, your working, your saving of the money, your the way you live, everything that you were in your past that was good, you don't have that with you now which makes your present look worse than your past. There's a lot of people whose past is terrible and you don't want to look back to that. But you can't tell that to everybody because there were a lot of people whose past was amazing. And if their present day was like it was in their past, it would be amazing. We learn from a lot of things. I understand that. We learn a lot from a lot of things that we've done, a lot of things that we've accomplished and things of that nature. But understand, we accomplished so much back then. Remember that drive that we used to have? You know what I'm saying? We used to want to be in shape. We used to want to have a good job. Used to want to have the money. We used to want to have the cars. We used to want to buy the houses. We used to always want to be that. Now, present day, people be content with what they got. Oh, yeah, I'm cool. Your dream is gone. Your dream is gone, so your future is your present. You don't have a future. People gotta watch when they tell people let the past be the past. A lot of your relationships, business minded, friendships, all that. Your past friends and all that stuff was way better than the friends you got now. Way better. Your support system was way better back then. You know what I'm saying? You might even look at your relationships. Your girlfriend or your boyfriend, your relationship with them back in the day might have been way better than the relationship you have right now. Why is that? How come you were making great decisions back then but not making good decisions now? You can't keep telling everybody, yo, let the past be the past. When your past was the best time of your life, was your past. You might need to get back to that. We have to stop saying it. Let the past be the past. That's past tense. Why do you keep talking about that? Because that was a lot of times when people bring their past up in situations, it's because their past was better than their present. Or sometimes people bring the bad stuff about their, oh yeah, I remember when my ex used to do that. Well, I don't like that. That reminds me of my ex. You know what I'm saying? Some people past was bad and they haven't got over it yet, so they keep speaking about it to present people, which could affect future situations. Because they're like, oh, you keep talking about your past like that. You can't even function fully on the present. So how can we make a future anything? But a lot of times, people don't speak on their past, don't mean that they ain't thinking about their past just because they don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just because they don't say nothing. That don't mean nothing. But like I said, I'm not saying all past is good past, but you just gotta watch who you tell that to. Because sometimes the past is where they need to go back to. So they can get that drive back, they can get their confidence back, they can get that passion back, they can get their dreams back. All of that stuff is in their past. They present, they don't have no dreams. They don't have no dreams, they don't have no nothing. They don't have no ambition, no anything, because there's nobody in their corner helping them. Back in the day, you had so much drive in your own self, you didn't care if people hurt you. But now so much goes on social media and TV and things like that, they make it seem like you can't do anything without a partner. And when you don't have a partner, you can't succeed. That's how they make it seem. So when they make it seem that way, and you don't have a partner, you stress out, you depressed, you bummed out, because you're trying to do things on your own, but it ain't working. But back in the day, man, what? I had 5 cars back then. I had like 3 cribs back then. Well, I had this back then. Back then, my grandma was like this, bro. I always got a crib. It was never a time. Oh, yeah, y'all remember Beezy back in the day? Man, there was never a time Beezy ain't had no money. Beezy had us all with. Everywhere we went, he was good. He knew everybody. He would talk to everybody. He would laugh with everybody. He would do all of this stuff with everybody. Now, when you see Beezy, he ain't, you know what I'm saying? He ain't doing none of that. He ain't laughing with nobody. He don't even come outside. Sometimes you need to go back to your past and get that motor that you had back then and bring that to the present day to get you back on track. But when you keep hearing people telling you Let the past be the past. Let the past be the past. And move forward. I'm like, bro, some people, that's like, okay, when somebody tells you to let the past be the past, move forward, to me, depending on the situation and the person, that's like a person teaching at a school that don't care if the kids are learning or not. They're just pushing them forward. Second grade, they ain't learning nothing, but we don't hold nobody back. So you go to the third, all the way to the 12th grade, them cats ain't learning a lick or nothing. The teachers just pushed them forward. When they needed to go back to the second grade, they needed to go back to the first grade, so they could properly learn what they needed to learn at that time in their life, so they can continue to move and elevate each year. Then graduate when you got the whole kindergarten to 12th grade already in the bag. But if you only made it to the second grade, and then they just start pushing you through school because they don't feel like having you here, and they can care less about the students' education and all of that stuff, their present and their future is shot. Because you jacked them up and they passed because you ain't care. Just push them through. I don't care. You just push them through. School system. They just push them through. These kids got all these tablets. They got all these iPhones, all this stuff, computer stuff, all in school. Just push them through. Push them through. Just push them through. Half these kids don't know what the heck is going on with life right now. And the teachers don't care. Because they scared because of all the violence that the kids bring to the table. So they're just pushing them through. They teaching on edge because they don't want that girl to snap on the teacher or they don't want that dude to snap. So they just teaching on edge. Allowing them to say some smart stuff to the teacher and all this crazy stuff. This stuff is crazy. But if the stuff was dealt with in the past, you wouldn't have these present issues that these people are having right now. You can't say let the past be the past and move forward when the past had a lot of keys that you needed in order for you to move forward. We gotta watch what we say, man. The whole thing. That's an easy line to just let the past be the past. You always talk about your past because there's something about my past or there's something about your past, the reason why you keep bringing it up. Whether it be good, whether it be bad. You're not over it. Oh, well, you need to heal from that. Depending on what it is. Why do I need to heal from my drive, my dedication, my dreams, my hopes, my wants back then, all the money I had back then, all the cars I had back then, all the houses I had back then. I wasn't a celebrity or nothing like that. But what I'm saying, it's a lot of people who were so cool back in the day, but when you talk to them now, they just regular. You're like, damn, I remember when you had like 3, 4, 5 cars. You don't even got a car. Dang, man, you saw like 2, 3 cribs. Now you don't even got a crib. It's different, don't it? It don't hit the same. Because we remember you as being that cat. So now all of a sudden, we just remember you. We don't remember we don't recognize who you are. Not even based off of the looks. We're talking about the way you move, the way you talk, the way you present yourself. We don't even recognize it. We don't recognize it at all because you don't have that same drive no more. That same ambition. That same grind. All of that. Because you done linked up with somebody and you put all your feelings in that basket and they done messed your whole world up. A girl get in a situation, you give them cats the world, she don't give it to you in return, and now all of a sudden you ain't that same person. A guy gives you you know what I'm saying? A guy comes into your life, he done cheated on you or whatever, now your job ain't the same no more. Now you don't even care about relationships no more. You don't care about partnership, you don't care about nothing. All because somebody that you really put all your love into, they hurt your feelings and wreck your world. They hurt your feelings and they wreck your world. As soon as they wreck your world, you gave up on life. You gave up on life. But the past, when people hurt your feelings, you ain't care about none of that. Man, cool, I don't care. I'll find me another girl tomorrow. Or I'll find me another dude by the weekend. Not trying to say nobody no hoes or nothing out here, but I'm just saying your confidence was so crazy. You was like, man, shoot, you dropped me. Man, watch out. I'll find somebody else. I know what I bring to the table. I know this, I know that. Man, please, I'm a person who, I got 2 jobs, I got 3 jobs. I cook, I clean, I do this, I got this money, I pay for my own, da, 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 da. You should start running all that stuff up back in the day. But present day, you are nothing like that. Don't nobody want to talk about that. Present day, you are not that. The past, you were. Present, you're not. What happened? And how did you fix it? You got to go back to where it was at and fix the problem. The problem is people keep telling you, let the past be the past, move forward. You can't move forward until the past is healed. That's the reason why a lot of people get in these relationships and they never work in the first place. Because you haven't healed on the last 4 or 5 relationships that you've been in. You didn't heal on none of them. None of them you didn't properly heal for real. You just hopped into another relationship. You waited till a year later. If I think that's good enough, let me hop into a relationship. Or 6 months later, all right, well, let me just go ahead and start talking to her. Now you just fool around with people just to fool around with them. And in all actuality, you really don't even like them for real. You just don't like being by yourself. So you just doing all this nonsense with a whole bunch of people that you're not even really rocking with like that. You only like them because they're cute. You don't like what they bring to the table for real. You know for the fact you can't build nothing with this person, this girl, or this guy. You know you can't build nothing like that because their mindset ain't the same as yours. And then when you're in relationships, you're not even thinking that they're going to tell you everything you want to hear for the first year. And then after that, they're going to become who they really are then. And then when you find out who they are then, oh, well, I wish I knew. What you mean you wish you knew? You was engaged in love because of how that person looked. Oh, man, I want to be with him so bad. They wasn't supporting her you had going on. You had a lot going on with your business. You had a lot going on with this. You had a lot going on with that. Them guys weren't rocking with you like that. They started rocking with you when they seen that you were available. Because when you weren't available, they wasn't rocking with you. But as soon as you became available, that's when everybody all of a sudden wanted to rock with you. Where was you when I was doing this music then? I was doing music the whole entire time. You just seen I was in a relationship. So you weren't listening to my music. Now all of a sudden, since I'm not in a relationship, my DMs is going crazy. Oh, I just heard your album. Your album was crazy. Why wasn't you listening to it when I was with him? Or why wasn't you listening to it when I was with her? Oh, well, I didn't. How you didn't know? How you didn't know? You only listening, only paying attention to me now because you see that I'm on the market. Because when I wasn't on the market, you ain't want to listen and say nothing that I had to say. Now all of a sudden my music is fire. Now all of a sudden my business is dope. But my business has been booming this whole entire time. If you was rocking with me, it shouldn't matter who I was with. You should have been listening to it anyway. It don't matter. You should have been buying whatever I was selling the whole time. But don't be falling for it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta understand. These women, man, they slick talkers just like the guys. Oh, yeah, why you start liking me? Man, you know what? Quiet as a step. I've been liking you this whole time, but for real, I didn't want to say nothing because you was with Shorty. You was with old girl, and I didn't want to say whatever. What? Come on, bro. It's guys that say the same thing to the girls, and y'all fall for that. All because they're attractive or more attractive than the last person you was with. Oh, no, out of respect, I didn't want to do nothing. So out of respect, you ain't want to buy a CD because we're talking about the talent. Out of respect, you ain't want to talk about the talent. Out of respect. What? Out of respect, you ain't want to buy the shirt or you ain't want to buy the merch. Out of respect, that don't even make sense. What are you talking about? So you didn't buy none of the merch because of the fact that I was with somebody? But now since I'm not with somebody, you can buy all the shirts you want to buy? Just to prove to me that you support. Man, that's crazy. Man, bro. Just stop saying, let the past be the past. Because a lot of y'all past is better than y'all present. Y'all need to get back to that past. find out what was going on or what your mindset was, and get back to that. Stop letting these people steer what you need to stand. Oh man, that's the past. Don't talk about your past. What? I'm who I am because of my past. But some of y'all are not who you are because of your past. Because your present does not show any glimpses of what your past was. Now, like I said, if you have a bad past and you erased it, I understand it. But if you have a good past, if those things that was happening in your past that's not happening in your present, you need to check that. Like I said, if you had like 5, 6 cars in your past and you only got 1 car, you just got it, you need to check that. If you had like 5, 6 cribs back then in your past, but now you only got 1, you need to check that. If you had $20,000 in your bank account in your savings account back in the day, but now all of a sudden you don't have no money in your savings account, you need to check that. Everybody's past ain't bad. You need to check that. Where'd that job go? Because now your present needs your past to get to your future. I'm out of here.
Hello, my name is Laurie Stamps, and I'm the author of the books entitled Rejected Yet Loved, Volumes 1 and Volumes 2. Can you imagine going through your wedding ceremony, having your reception, and all is going well, and you wake up the next morning and the person you thought you married was not the person you married? That's exactly what happened to Jacob in the book of Genesis, chapter number 29. He was in love with Rachel and thought he married Rachel, but it ended up marrying her sister, Leah. So you know he was going crazy, but how do you think Leah felt? So volume 1 talks a lot about rejection, of how Leah went through rejection and how she overcame it. And it talks about my story of being rejected. And then volumes 2 goes a deep further into rejection. So check out Rejected Yet Loved on Amazon. Make great Christmas gifts. Not only am I an author, but I also have a financial business where I show people how to make and save money. I show people that you don't have to live from paycheck to paycheck. There's so many people that hate their jobs. I show people there's a better way. I show people how to establish their own business, how to have a budget, how to get out of credit card debt, how to prepare for your financial future, for your retirement. Are you ready to retire? Are you going to have money when it comes to retirement? I show people how to leave a legacy for their children's children. I would love to have a one-on-one free consultation with you and see how I can help you financially. Contact me at lauriestampsbiz@gmail.com. That's LauriStampsBiz@gmail.com. I would love to sit with you and prepare for you to have a great financial future. God bless you.
Yo, y'all gotta come see this. Oh, this looks crazy. So what is this called right here?
That's the fry bowl. It's like
So it got fries, chicken,
exactly.
and the sauce is on top.
Yep.
Yo, this is crazy. Yeah, if y'all ain't made it out here in the city yet, y'all gotta come here. Y'all gotta come check my mans out. We out here whipping it up. They out here getting it crazy.
I feel that you ought to go, treating me like I'm the man. I feel like you ought to go, the things that you do with your hands. I feel like you ought to go, the way that you twerk when you dance. I feel that you ought to. I feel that you ought to go, treating me like I'm the man. I feel like you ought to go, the things that you do with your hands. I feel like you ought to go, the way that you twerk when you dance. I feel that you ought to go. Baby, you showing that's for real to me.
wanna kiss me. Playing with my phone now she wanna diss me. She threw me all around like she playing with a frisbee. Like Doomsday, she marvel at my presence like I'm Disney. Swoop, please pass me the Henny, but I don't drink though. She's telling me she changed if I buy her a furry mink coat. She using me for money, I got it, but that ain't it, bro. No, not me, I know I want better. She tryna bring me down, bro, but I won't let her. She got a commando, but she can't see or hear like Helen Keller. Ella.
Shawty said she miss me.
Two to the dome, you know I came to kill. And all the DJs and beat makers know the drill. Your boy back, they all run like sawmill. This beat was just sent to me, this was a fresh kill.